Holy shit.
That's my shit.
That's my shit!
So, we just watched the second episode of Tokyo Ghoul and the first episode of Zankyou no Terror. And just for the sake of drawing this out, by the way, great mood we're in.
Yes.
Because after
much better than the last shitty anime we watched.
Yes, after that last video where we watched 3 shows and we were mad about all of them, this time we're very happy. First, we have to talk about Tokyo Ghoul. What did you think of that?
I can't wait to see it uncensored. Because there is some pretty well animated gore going on, and I was like, they inverted it.
The
inverted
colors.
I don't know what's happening, but this looks awesome.
The inverted colors was the most hilarious way to get around censorship, but way better than just a black screen. But that was pretty fucking hilarious that they had to invert the colors.
It was very amusing.
But yeah, Tokyo Ghoul
seems fun, you know.
It's
cool.
It's well made.
Yeah.
Like
it's well done.
I mean, it's just like grimdark bullshit. Like, oh, it's so violent. He had sex with a girl. He was probably gonna eat her though, cause he's a ghoul.
I mean, he can get it in first, but
oh, he's almost ate his best friend. That's so dark.
Evil, and he was stomping on the dude's head, and then he just like fucking whooped his ass with crazy tentacles, and then he was depressed.
But it's well done.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tension. The pacing is really good in that episode, I felt like. And the music's good. It's a good show. I'll keep watching it as long as it's a good show. And I see it being a good show. But then, what we're really excited about, Zankyou no Terror episode 1. Holy fuck.
Whoa.
Victor, I need you to do the explanations because your reactions throughout the episode were perfect.
You immediately start. Within 5 seconds, I was like, this is gonna be so much better than anything else on this season. Because the dude is driving a car, and I could just see the fucking frame rate of him moving, like twirling a grenade in the car, and I was like, this is already worlds better than everything else animation-wise.
Zankyou no Terror is beautiful to look at. And you have to understand, because Victor here is a film student.
Yes.
And we're both pretty into film, I would say, right? I mean, you're the one. I wouldn't know how to set up these lights if not for Victor. I think our camera looks pretty decent. But my point we're getting at is we care about things like not just
aesthetics,
not just animation, but film aesthetics, shot composition, cinematography,
editing, the way it let in, it had perfect music. It had a great heist feel at the beginning where it's cutting between different things really fast.
Incredible.
It felt energetic. It felt lively. And
the first scenes are places I've never seen but immediately understand. You know? I have no idea where the fuck...
government facility. It literally looks like they fucking copy and pasted like Metal Gear Solid 1 and like made it look beautiful. And it was like, alright, they're going to raid a government facility. I have no idea what's going on. And then it was cool.
The armored car he's driving, you see the inside of it. It's like perfectly detailed. It looks like a fucking armored car on the inside. He drives it through the snow. That's like the snow effects were beautiful. The animation is just so fucking good.
Like, fucking key animation on him
twirling.
All he's doing is twirling a grenade in the car. And it's just like perfect
every time there was a room, they made it so you understood the exact layout of that room.
Yes.
It shows the classroom. The first thing it shows, there's a TV in the corner. You know where the teacher is. You get the panning shots through the room. You have this total sense of space. The scene where they're in my favorite is the teacher's lounge. It's this cramped little office room. The natural lighting!
Yes.
The scene is lit so that the lights in the room are off, but there's light coming through the windows.
They
making that look right is fucking insane.
Yes. They established in the previous scene that it was summertime and it was hot, and that's why the girl was going to go in the pool or whatever. Right. It was a bullshit reason. But then the fact that it was summertime and it was hot, and then they get in the classroom and the lights are off because it's hot, and that's what you do in school. When it's hot, you turn the lights off. And I was like, and then they had the natural lighting that looked perfect. I was like,
natural lighting like that, man. Whenever, other than like Kyoto Animation, maybe. You know? Because Kyoto Animation, dude, that's what makes their show so good, is that they have that level of fucking filmeticness. But this one was even better, because the teacher's lounge, the shots there, man, where they'd have like a shot where you're like it's like the fucking camera's in the bookshelf. Yes, camera, because they're thinking of it like a film. They're filming it like it's a film.
They considered
animating it like it's a film.
Gorgeous.
Oof, so good. Real YouTube is in the show.
Real YouTube.
And a real
iPhone
5.
What the fuck was that?
Not off-brand at all. The iPhone looked so real, I was like, oh, that's like, I literally saw a side shot.
It had, it had the buttons, it had
the camera was exactly the same.
The
YouTube was real YouTube. It even said YouTube. It looked like YouTube. Like, it even looked like YouTube after, like, the latest update.
I know.
You know, like
pretty
really
YouTube.
up-to-date YouTube. We haven't even talked about the plot.
Oh, gorgeous.
We're just fanboying over the fucking...
The CG cars. I never saw, like, repeated cars, because that's a problem I have with anime, that they'll have 3 CG cars, and then you see those same 3 cars all over the same road. It's like, ugh.
The buildings are gorgeous.
Corners.
The fucking scene, he's fucking riding that snowmobile.
The motorcycle through the city.
The music is so good and on point. What about the dream sequence? Oh my god.
It looks like it's going into like a music video. It looks like the ending theme had just started. It turns out it was just a kick-ass dream sequence.
The guy's having a dream and it's like playing this crazy, like super frantic awesome music. And it was epic.
I had to get up.
The characters, so far, we don't know much about them. They're just 2 beautiful high school guys who are terrorists, apparently.
Completely different personalities.
Obviously,
they remind me of the dudes from Ping Pong or something, where it's like
silent
guy, energetic guy.
Smile and Pecco. They really are similar to that. But the energetic kid is a lot of fun. He jumps in the pool at the beginning, and he's like he was doing the voices of the little stuffed animals. Obviously, they have some kind of history. Clearly, they've let someone they knew die in the past.
They have to. There's some reason they're fucking terrorists,
right?
Like.
And the one kid has like eidetic memory or something, where he just like he can remember everything immediately. So, and he gets immediately interested in this girl who's being bullied for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And she wasn't obnoxious.
Yeah,
somehow.
She was just kind of like
they kept her
really
just
depressed.
She had just enough screen time to get the point of her character without it being overdone.
The details with her, where it was like she was eating lunch in the bathroom,
right?
And she couldn't even eat it. And, you know, she's probably self-conscious about herself, and she had to throw away the food. And it was like, you just get little moments. She didn't even have to say anything, and we found out those things about her character.
You know,
it's good.
When I watch an anime show and like there's good scenes, it's usually like because of whatever happened, like plot-wise. This show is just good scenes that are good to watch. Just the opening scene. I don't even really know they stole something from a facility.
Yeah.
The whole scene was just these 2 guys breaking into this facility and stealing something. The way it's edited is so awesome that it had us on the edge of our seats.
It's just great.
We were just like, whoa,
didn't need anything
this is awesome. What's happening?
It's just awesome immediately. Instantly hooked. Goes into opening theme. Already fucking hooked. They didn't even have to do anything the rest of the episode.
So, and of course I knew going into this, Shinichiro Watanabe directing, known as pretty much one of the greatest living directors in anime. He did Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, Kids on the Slope, which has the same studio as this new show, Space Dandy, which he's currently doing season 2 of, and Macross Plus back in the 90s. I would say Macross Plus tonally might be the most similar to this show. But, yeah, it's fucking awesome. It was probably the most impressive feat of animation for sure this season.
Jesus.
By far the best directed, best put together, best animated show. And definitely one of my... I don't know if I'd say I enjoyed it more than Nozaki-kun, because that show was amazing.
Because this one, I don't know where the plot is going yet. But it sucked me in so much with the visuals and directing that it was like... I'm willing to wait.
If the entire, like, from episode 2 onward, even if all of it sucked, that first episode is definitely worth a watch. Like, whether you enjoy it on the level of, like, I'm not saying it's like, oh man, like, it's like a film in its own right, it's a 10 out of 10, but just, it needs to be seen for being so well put together.
Yes, the production values are ridiculous.
Yes, I can't say I've seen... God, I can't say I've seen anything that looks that good, because, like, even if I was talking about, like, Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex or, like, Psycho-Pass or any of those production IG shows, you know, technology keeps getting better.
Yeah.
So, like, even, like, Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex has that level of directing, but just the sheer visuals of this are next level.
The frame rate on the smoke of the building, like, there was some parts where it was like, CG and not CG, but it was fluid motion.
Yeah,
it was... I haven't seen anything that fluid in a long time.
The whole building getting destroyed scene was just beautifully fluid.
It was like, you usually see that shit in, like, anime movies.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Not even Fucking a lot of like these days, a lot of anime movies are just like kind of like OVA, like what would have been OVA level 10 years ago. You know, it was fucking gorgeous, and I enjoyed the shit out of it. Yeah. So definitely excited to watch Zanyoku no Terror.
It's cool.
Good shit. Watch it. It's probably gonna fly under some radars just because people don't know what the fuck it is. Yeah. Go watch it.
Definitely.
I'm glad we talked about it with Tokyo Ghoul, which everyone's watching. Yes. So that people will stick around through this video and see the other show that they need to fucking watch.
Those two are definitely gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Up there.
All right, that's it for this one, I guess.